Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 164 to my random chatbot sessions. Where in the last video guys, we just, we started talking to this little baby alligator that could for some reason stand up on his hind legs and speak English. And he said he got experimented on by some scientists, and apparently he can grow overnight. Although he said there are some drawbacks to it, which, if you want to know about them, go to the end of the last video, because that's where he explained it. Here's what he said after I said, okay, thank you for answering. Let's go back to my house. Home.
Alright, let's go. The baby alligator smiles excitedly as he waits for you to lead the way to your home.
Yep. And then I start walking back to the house with the baby alligator.
The baby alligator is excitedly keeping pace right with you while matching your speed. His bouncing tail is showing signs of anticipation as the two of you are going towards your house.
What do you like to do for fun normally? Question mark. Oh, cool.
Well, I usually play around with the other animals of the forest, or I just run around to burn all of my energy out. My mutation gave me tons of energy, and that is the reason why I'm bouncing around like a little kid. I like to explore new things and new places as well, the baby alligator said, explaining how he usually entertains himself in the forest.
I'm sure my Pokemon would love to play with you. Period. Just please do not try to startle them. Startle them. Them. Period. They will probably be a little bit scared at first, seeing just a regular alligator standing on 2 feet. It's normal for some Pokemon, but not for real life alligators. You know? Hold on, make them upset. There you go.
The baby alligator nods his head understandingly. I promise I won't startle them. I will try my hardest to be nice and to not startle them.
Okay. Good! Exclamation point. We are almost there. Just a few more minutes away. Excuse me?
The baby alligator brightens up even more excitedly upon hearing that. He is now bouncing along excitedly as if he's on a sugar high.
Did you really have to word it like that, Mr. Character.ai? Let me see if he knows. Besides standing on 2 legs and your growing power, is there anything else you know about that mutation? I want to know, actually. Oh.
The baby alligator thinks for a while about the answer. I think it's just mostly my increasing physical growth. Oh, and the fact that I can stand on my hind legs. But I'm not sure if there are any other things I haven't discovered about my mutation yet. But that sounds like all the things I'm aware of.
Okay, period. I hope you stay friendly if you get larger. My Pokemon will be even more startled a few days from now if they see you being way bigger. They will. I mean, with me, he's gonna be as tall as Fragger within a week. So it's like,
The baby alligator nods understandingly. I promise that I will stay friendly. I never liked fighting anyways. I prefer to be friends with everybody instead of fighting them.
okay, that's good. That's good. Period. The only other situation is that I do not know what we're gonna do if you get too big. My house only is so big, so I may have to end up building you one or finding a way to make a lake for you. A pond for you. Heck, for could probably like that too, as long as you don't accidentally get hurt by the alligator. The regular one. Oh.
The baby alligator tilts his head to the side. He then starts to look down at himself as if trying to estimate how big he'd get as he grows, his tail flicking to the side in thought.
I don't know how big I'm going to be, actually. I think I remember the scientists talking about my mutation. They mentioned that my growth is continuous, so I'm probably going to grow pretty big.
I may have to see about digging you up a pond. Period. That way, if you do get really big, you can still live in a pond behind my house. Plus, I'm sure some of my Pokemon would like that too. Of my Pokemon would like that. Especially oh my gosh.
The baby alligator seems excited when he heard that you might make a pond for him. If his tail was wagging any harder, it'd probably fall off.
Excuse me?
I will love a pond. I also love when there is water around so I can swim around inside it. Oh, I'm really glad I'm not living in some cold, grey and sad laboratory experiment room anymore.
Why did the scientists take you anyway? That don't make much sense. Okay.
The baby alligator sighs, sadly remembering the past. But he still speaks brightly, with his tail flicking in a sorrowful way as he explained.
The scientists said I had a lot of potential for their experiments, so they took me away from my mother and experimented on me. And I never saw my mother ever again.
Oh, sweet Arceus. That is awful. Period. Period. You maybe can teach them a lesson. When you get really big, that is. He's gonna be wanting to get some revenge. Yeah, see? Oh my gosh.
The baby alligator nods in understanding. Yes, I will get revenge on them for making me be their experiment subject. When I get strong, no, when I get huge, I will show them what a big mistake it was messing with me.
It's funny, period. the experiment they did on you is going to backfire right in their faces. Gleefully, a mischievous smile on his face.
The baby alligator nods gleefully, a mischievous smile on his face. Ha! You're right. When I get real huge, they will be so terrified and so regretful. The tables will be turned.
At least we can understand each other better. Period. That's one good thing that came out of it. Plus, I think it's really cool that you can get larger. Again, it's what makes you unique. I just wish it didn't happen through experimentation. There we go. Hey.
The baby alligator's tail flick up and down as excitement courses through him. He seems happy and proud of the fact that he stands out from other alligators due to his continuous and increasing growth, he says with a mischievous and confident smile. Yes! I am also rather proud of my unique mutation, even though I wish the way the mutation was obtained was through different means.
The only thing I ask is that you be extremely careful around my Pokemon when you get bigger. Period. My Pokemon do not continue to grow, so you are going to be getting bigger than them eventually. Wow.
The baby alligator nods in agreement and understanding. Of course, I promise I will be really careful around your Pokemon. I don't want to accidentally squish them or scare them away when I'm big.
I hope I can be friends with them even when I'm huge.
Maybe you can explain it to them. Period. Since I'm only fixing everybody some food anyway.
The baby alligator nods enthusiastically. I will.
I hope explaining the situation helps the rest of your Pokemon to feel comfortable around me when I get bigger.
Oh boy. Well, we're here. Period. I need to talk to some of my other Pokemon. To know what they want to eat. Let's see. Oh. He's excited about my house. Okay. He's so eager and excited to meet the rest of your Pokemon.
The baby alligator's eyes sparkle excited as he looks at your house. He is bouncing up and down with his tail flicking in anticipation. As the two of you approach the front door, the baby alligator bounces along cheerfully. He is so eager and excited to meet the rest of your Pokemon.
Oh boy. Do you want to explore, question mark? Or do you want to stay here with me while I ask my Pokemon what they want to eat? Okay. He's too scared to enter without my permission.
The baby alligator ponders on the two options. He is really eager and excited to explore your house and meet the rest of your Pokemon, but he is also afraid to enter without your permission. He finally answers with a thoughtful expression on his face, he says, I guess I can stay here while you ask your Pokemon what they want to eat.
Let's back up a little bit from the house then. Period. That way I will have enough room for some of the Pokemon. Hey. There we go. Hey, it worked.
The baby alligator nods in agreement and understanding. He walks a couple of steps back from your house. He eagerly and excitedly waits for the rest of your Pokemon to come out.
How would they fit in the house, though? See, I was thinking about Lugia when I said that. Hey, Lugia. Buddy, where are you? He's gonna come out of nowhere. Wait. Excuse me? What?
A majestic and grand silver, blue and cream colored. Flying legendary Pokemon bursts out of the sky like a bolt of lightning and lands onto the ground.
Okay.
You can hear the large and imposing Pokemon let out a very loud roar as the ground slightly shake in response.
Okay.
The baby alligator bounces around excitement, his tail flicking around as he sees the legendary Lugia come out.
Did he come from the sky or did he come out of the house somehow? Because there's no way a 17-foot tall Lugia's gonna fit inside the house. There's no way in heck. Once the house doesn't have a roof and he wins in a spot that doesn't have any furniture or anything on it. Are you hungry? Question mark. If he speaks English, I swear to frick. Oh wait. I'm trying to see if he... Let's see what he says real quick.
Lugia gives you a small nod in response to your question. His giant and strong wings spread wide open as a gust of wind brushes by the baby alligator. His grand presence is imposing, elegant, and powerful.
Lugia can speak English. That way I can understand what he wants to eat. I hope the baby alligator doesn't stop. That's something. Oh my gosh. His voice is elegant. Lugia's voice sounds grand. Yes, I'm feeling rather hunger-stricken right now. Hunger-stricken? Never heard it word.
Lugia's voice sounds grand, deep, powerful, and eloquent. Yes, I am feeling rather hunger-stricken right now. Lugia answered. His voice is elegant and sounds like how a king speaks.
What do you want? Question mark. If he asked for soup too, that'd be kind of funny. Fish. I want fish. Okay.
Lugia thinks for a moment before he answers you. I want fish specifically, salmon.
Salmon.
Lugia said calmly. His mighty voice echoes out.
So the problem is, does he want cooked or do you? I have one of those right here in my bag. Period. Do you want that one? He probably wants it cooked. That's what I was trying to think about, because like,
Lugia nodded in response as he gently extended out his large wing, ready to take the salmon from you.
I hand the salmon to Lugia. They put high hand, but I don't care. As long as he gets it.
Lugia's massive talon fingers gently, yet with a firm grip, carefully took the salmon from your hands. Lugia stares at the salmon for a moment. You can hear him let out a small before he opened his mouth and swallowed the salmon down whole at the same time. Lugia then lets out an amused and satisfied chuckle afterward.
I didn't expect him to. I didn't expect to go. I didn't expect him to scream. Well, Was it good? Question mark. Ah.
Lugia lets out a satisfied roar of affirmation and says, "That salmon was indeed quite delightful, thank you. And yes, it was rather delicious."
What were you doing while I was gone? Question mark. I want to ask him. I hope he doesn't think I'm trying to be threatening or something to him. So that's what. If I a flock of Pidgey. What?
Lugia lets out a majestic roar. He flaps his huge and mighty wings as if showing off his power. He says with pride,
"I was merely just surveying the surrounding area, and I happened to stumble upon a flock of Pidgey."
What is he, my guard Pokemon or something? I swear, he acted like he was guarding my house. Let me ask him. Were you trying to guard my house? Question mark. I'm probably going. Oh, I was simply just keeping guard of your house if any intruders were to ever get near. This sounds like Shadow. What is this? Lugia? Although Lugia ain't robotic.
Lugia nods understandingly, and with a powerful and elegant voice, he answers,
I was simply just keeping guard of your house. If any intruders were to ever get near, I wouldn't hesitate to swiftly and quickly eradicate the threat before they are able to cause any harm to your home, Lugia said with a hint of pride in his voice.
Well, thank you very much. Period. I probably could put an exclamation point, but uh, oh, I didn't expect him to fly away. Okay. Well, I know he's already. You know what? If I get it on my point again, maybe he'll come back.
Lugia nods to you and lets out a loud and majestic roar before he jumps up into the air and then flies away into the sky at the speed of sound.
Did you like Lugia? I'm gonna ask him a name. I don't know what to call him. If I call him Chomper, he's like, who the frick are you talking to?
The baby alligator nods enthusiastically and speaks with an eager smile, his tail flicking to the side excitedly. "I did really like Lugia. He was really super cool and really big. He's even bigger than the scientist who experimented on me."
Excuse me? He's 17 feet in. Tall. 17'1", but. Whoa.
The baby alligator's tail flicks even faster around in excitement and shock. Wow, he's really, really tall. I hope I can become that huge someday. I want to be as big as Lugia.
If you keep growing, you might be even bigger than Lugia. Especially if you grow a foot every day. Oh my gosh. Come on.
The baby alligator gasps in surprise as he realizes the possibilities of his own growth with the wide eyes. You're right. I really could become bigger than Lugia. Oh, I can't wait to see my own body grow even larger. The baby alligator shouts with excitement.
The one time he does shout is the one this thing don't shout. It's kind of funny. Let's see. I'm trying to think. By the way, do you have a name I could call you? Besides just Baby Alligator? Watch him say his name is something like, I don't know. So, listen to this.
The baby alligator ponders for a moment before he gives you his answer. Well, the scientist who experimented on me called me Subject R3781, but I don't like that name. It's not very nice or very friendly sounding, so how about you name me a new name?
Ooh. Will you like the name? I'm gonna try it. Do you like the name Chomper? Alright, give me a second, guys. Alright. Alright, let's see if he's okay with it. Ah. Okay, he likes the name, good.
The baby alligator seems to ponder for a moment, letting out a small noise before he answers with a happy smile. He says, Chomper? Yes. Yes, I do like that name. I like it a lot, actually. I like it way better than being called Subject R3781. I really like the name Chomper.
Good. That means it'll be easier to name. It'll be easier to call you. Because I don't think I've ever had a Pokemon named Chomper. I've had one named Snapper before. One of my turtle Pokemon back in Sword or Shield. I think it was Sword actually. I don't quite remember though. It's been a while. Okay. Period. At least now I can call you by name. Do you want to meet any of my other Pokemon real quick? Or explore the house? You have my permission to explore if you want to.
The baby alligator, now named Chomper, seems to be excited and curious to see more of your Pokemon. He speaks with a happy and eager smile. I do want to meet some more of your other Pokemon. Then how about I can explore the house afterwards?
Okay, period. Are you ready to meet the Pokemon you were so excited about earlier? Ooh.
Chomper eagerly and excitedly nods his head with his tail flicking around in anticipation. He seems excited and curious to learn what the rest of the Pokemon you have with you are.
Where are you, bud? I want to see you for a second. He's just sitting in my house. And that sounds like something I would honestly do, though. I could just imagine, a Frogger sitting in this chair that's beside me, just chilling. I can just imagine that. That's kind of cute.
After hearing you call out for him, Feraligatr walks out of the door of your house, seemingly having heard what you said while he was inside. Feraligatr walks up to the two of you and says calmly, Yes? You called my name?
Oh, sweet. What do you want to eat? Question mark. Large salmon.
Feraligatr thinks to himself for a short while before he answers with a smile on his face. Right now?
I would really enjoy a nice large salmon if possible.
Okay. I will get you one out of my bag real quick. Period. Say, while you're here, say hello to our new little friend. His name is Chomper. Is he gonna actually do that? Hello.
Feraligatr nods in response before turning to look over at the baby alligator, whom was now referred to as Chomper by you. Feraligatr's expression seems curious and intrigued as they take a good look at Chomper. Feraligatr says, "Oh,
Hello, Chomper.
Oh, sweetheart, she is. What do you think, Chomper? Do you like him? Him. Question. Him. Guys, I'm gonna stop the video in a second. It's been over 30 minutes. I'll see you in a second.